Hi everybody, I'm Justin from Main Man Bassing. I've got another big bass breakdown video for you. So in this series what I do is I look back at some of the bigger bass I've caught and I show you the clip and then I run it back and I break it down and I talk about the gear, talk about the weather, and talk about the conditions. It's sort of like I'm trying to get a deeper sense of what's going on and share it with you, so hopefully it can help you and hopefully it can help me too. I will have in the description box there'll be product links and any links to videos that I've made associated with the gear I'm using. So if you're new to the channel, I do product reviews, fishing adventures, and how-to videos that all revolve around bass fishing in the Northeast. If you're into fishing, I'd love to have you as a sub, so hit that subscribe button. I'm going to run the clip for you and then I'll run it back and break it down.
Dig it. Dude, that dang big one. Look, I don't think they're spawned. That way. That's shallow. Right.
All right, this bass was a lot of fun to catch. You can see I'm right on the bank, right, like 3 feet of water. All right, so the gear, it's the reel's a Team Lose Light Speed Spool LFS. Amazing reel, like my favorite of all time. Super compact, light, $250 reel, but just so worth it. I'll link it up, and I've done a review on that. I'll link that up as well. 10-pound fluorocarbon. I got a 7.6 crankbait rod. And this is really important because the crankbait, I don't know what size it is, but it's a Spro Little John. It's a flat-sided crankbait. It's not a square bill, but it's a flat-sided crankbait. On 10-pound test, you can get it. It can run about 5-6 feet deep. But I throw this thing right on shore. And the rod you really need, it's 10-pound fluorocarbon. And then the rod you need at least 7.6. If you can get an 8-foot rod, maybe even better, because it needs to be a crankbait rod. It needs to be parabolic. And because you need the length to get that little crankbait out there with 10-pound line. But what's going on here? You've got a little bit of wind, okay, and the wind is blowing onshore right into those shadows, right into the overhanging branches that are creating the shadows, and then the branches are going to create some structure, and then there'll also be cover, and then there are boulders and logs, and then you've got the pollen on top of the water. So, and then the wind is blowing right, and it's not much wind, and you can see where the pollen's collecting, and that's where the wind all day is pushing, right? So, like when these elements come together, wind, structure, cover, wind blows on structure and cover. I like looking back at my videos, I'm starting to realize that you have to focus on those areas and you have to be pretty strategic about it. Now with no wind, I decided to go with the crankbait. If there was a good amount of wind, I probably would have thrown a swim bait. If you see my videos, you know I love the big swim baits. But when I cast, I'm trying to run it right alongside those branches, get it right up on shore and into the shadows if I can. And I'm trying to actually cast past the branches, right? So that if the branches are here and I'm bringing in the bait, the bass is going to recognize it and it's going to set up in the shadows, and as it comes through, it's creating strike zone, giving the bass an opportunity to ambush the bait. That's what I want to do. I want to convince the bass that it's succeeding. So that's what I did, and it paid off there. So anytime you get those elements converging together, wind, structure, cover, grass, bait fish, you have to strategically dissect that area and cast appropriately. All right, so that's the video. I hope it helped. I know it helped me, and that's sort of what I'm going to focus on next year is being more strategic, right, and looking for all these elements converging together. All right, so check the description box. Do me a favor, if this video was helpful, hit the thumbs up and share the video. It'd be a lot of help. It takes a lot to get these types of videos off the ground and running. All right, so thank you. I hope you have a great, productive season, and I hope you catch a big bass soon.